Real quick, guys, this guy, I was literally coming to Bunnings to grab something, and he's seen me. He doesn't know I'm a YouTube superstar, but he's seen me and he said, "Can you tell me again what happened?"
I don't know. I was on the road and I started to hear some noises coming, I don't know, from the wheel, maybe my tire.
Nah, man, it's it's a bit more than the tire. You want to check this out, eh? There's like literally no meat left on this side here.
But that thing is touching.
Yeah, it's touching, which means... Yeah, man, listen, it's touching because the rotor is, or the brake pad is down to the metal. So you need to change it. You can't just leave it. It's literally like if you drive, you'll destroy the caliper.
That bad?
Yeah, it's that bad. Let's check this side. So this side ain't as bad, but it is very low, maybe about 10%.
So I need to change just the other side then. This can wait.
No. You got to change this side. The brakes come in pairs, man, you know? And I highly recommend, if you got cash, both sides, because at the end of the day, if you leave this side, this rotor's got a huge lip on it and it's just going to cause you dramas anyway.
But how much is it going to cost?
A lot cheaper than smashing up the arse end of someone on the motorway, mate, when you need a brake, I tell you that. Are you having any other problems with it?
Maybe my intercooler. I think it's, I don't know, I've seen some oil underneath.
Right.
But
Real quick, guys, this guy, I was literally coming to Bunnings to grab something, and he's seen me. He doesn't know I'm a YouTube superstar, but he's seen me and he said, "Can you help me out? Because I look like I work on cars." So I was like, all right. Actually, while we're here, let's check the back. Yeah, you see, did you do your rear brakes at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah, see it? I'll show you how much meat is on this. Here, check this out. You see that, man? You see how much meat's on that one? So your backing plate is about to touch the rotor, but you see how much friction material is on the actual brake pad? Yeah, so that's what it's supposed to look like. These are like 70-80%, you know? Obviously, like you said, you got them done. So how's your brake pedal feel? Is it soft? Is it all right? What's going on?
It's kind of soft, but...
Not too bad, eh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's normal. See, it's not going down anymore. It's pretty stable. All right, man, what you need is some front brake pads and rotors. Yes, I recommend you do both sides. To be honest, I won't really do it if you only do one side. So it's totally up to you, but you can't go anywhere or you won't get too far. So what do you want to do? You want to do it?
You're the superstar, man. Let's do it.
All right. Well, I can't leave you here, so you got to come with me. So we'll go get some stuff. In these situations, what I'll do is, like, I got about 2 hours between the next job. I actually put that aside. So I'm going to help this dude out. He's going to jump in. We're going to go for a spin. We're stuck in the Bunnings car park, like I mentioned before. And we're kind of out of the way. So we should be able to bang this out without too much drama. So the main thing is with these Volkswagens, there's like 3 or 4 different size rotors, pads or whatever. So I might pull the rotor off and take it to the parts store, or I might not. I'll decide in about 2 seconds. But anyway, we're going to go for a drive. All right, so I'm jumping in the car, heading to go grab some stuff. The place isn't too far. It's literally like 5 minutes away to get some parts. So if it's wrong, oh well, we'll just go back and get them. But apparently they got the stuff in stock, so let's go grab it. Back, ready to fix this vehicle. We got the stuff, the pads, the rotors. Let's throw it on. If only it were the weekend, we could have got Bunnings snags for lunch.
Turn the steering wheel all the way, like either to the left or to the right. It makes like a bang noise, like something like...
Fuck, that's on there. How much battery is this? Fuck!
That's tight.
Who put these on? Did you say you just got new tires?
Yeah, but it wasn't me. It was, it was you. Or the shop.
Alright, let's try that again.
Please.
Holy fucking shit. And that's on the wheel nut key. Bring the camera closer. So you guys saw me stand on it before. We'll try with this. This is this impact screwdriver. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't, but it definitely ain't working before. What I'll do is I'll try to hit it forward once, as in tighten it, and then try loosen it off. Because just so you know, Mr. Customer behind the camera, if this rounds out, this is going to turn into a shit show. This is going to round out that nut. We'll try change up the socket and use a shorter one. Maybe this will create more torque. If this strips, it's not my fault. I don't know if this is actually working, but we'll soon find out. Oh, actually, I think we're good. Yes.
This is never coming up. Yeah.
Don't put this shit on so tight. Anyway, we avoided catastrophe. Now let's keep going. Oh man, I'll show you. So now you got a better view. See how this rotor is touching? And this pad is completely gone. So it's not really a possibility to change your pads without changing your rotors because there's so much drama here.
But how can I tell?
Because this lip's fucked up, bruv.
Wow.
Yeah. Same with down here. This is why we got to do both. Trust me, by the time we're done, she'll be driving beautifully. Check this out here too, by the way. See how that? We're going to clean all that too. So, let's get into it.
How long should a brake pad last?
Depending on the quality, if you go like semi-metallic, it won't last as long as ceramic, and then obviously the rotors, any kind of OEM rotor with a good set of pads, when I do them, should last between, obviously depends how you're driving. If you're towing a heavy fucking thing or you're racing around, you know what I mean, it's kind of horses for courses, but general driving, A to B type stuff, warranty is 50,000 Ks, but with the stuff I use and the way I clean the caliper, set it up, all the rest of this, it'll probably last way longer. But again, it all depends on how you're driving. But realistically, most cars should see at least 50,000 Ks, and then from there, anything other than that is a bonus. But I've seen cars with original pads and rotors up the front, 90, 100,000 Ks, you know what I mean? So, and it also depends on the actual design. So like this is a single piston, some are twin pistons, some are 4-pot, many different things, you know, but yeah.
The rotor, same with the rotors? 5,000 Ks?
No, so the rotor, realistically, you should change the rotors every time you do your pads. Yes, you can machine them, that's totally fine. I don't machine them because I've had some issues in the past. Pad slapping wise, you know, if there's nothing wrong with the rotors, it's still in spec, you're not getting any shaking, shuddering, heat spots, cracks, anything like that. You could probably get away with them. I don't really like doing that though, so if you just want the job done the first time right, change your brake pads and rotors at the same time, and then you won't have any dramas. So let's see how bad the damage is, man.
I wasn't hearing anything, so it doesn't seem that bad, right?
No, dude, it's fucking destroyed. So the lip of the rotor, because this rotor is so worn, actually hit the backing plate first.
Yeah.
So That's, you would have been hearing something, man. I don't know how you wouldn't, but anyway. But it's wearing like a little bit unevenly, but I mean, these rotors are so bad. But it's just even more like, if you look in here, you'll see all this needs to be cleaned up, you know. So yeah, this out. So if you see here, look at the difference, man.
Wow.
This is what we're talking about. This is done. So you're good there. So what we'll do is we're going to just clean everything up, take everything off. Parts are correct, so you should be ready to rock and roll. So let's pull this brake caliper mounting bracket off. Alright, so I'll get you to check this out, Mr. Customer. You see all this crap here?
Yeah.
This needs to be cleaned. So, ready for this? It's going to go from this to this. So, obviously not done yet, but massive difference. See, this cleanliness is going to be the difference between getting an extra 10, 15, 20,000 Ks out of your brakes. Check this out here. You want to check this one out? See how dirty this is? Yeah, that needs to be cleaned too. So I'm going to compress this piston back into the brake caliper. There are many ways to do this. You can do it with a C-clamp, G-clamp, pry bar, whatever you're going to do. This is the way I'm doing it. It's with my tool. This is Sasso Mobile Brake Surfaces. It's the brake pad spreader tool. Easiest way to do it, chuck it in. Before you compress it, make sure to take the brake reservoir cap off the actual master cylinder so then you can monitor how much brake fluid's coming out. Simply just chuck in and just compress the piston as easy as this. It will also give you a good feel on how, if the piston is stuck, any problems there. But as you can see, in the time I've been talking, we've not been mucking around, there's been no fighting, there's been no nonsense. And at the end of the day, once you can't ratchet anymore like so, that's it. Pull it out, done. If you want one, hit the link below. But I must say, I think there's only like 3 left. So if you go to buy one and they're not there, just give me a chance because I got to restock them. But they sold out so quick last time, so go check them out. Anyway, we got to clean this. Take a look at this.
Is that shit my brake pad?
It was, mate.
What the fuck? That's nothing left.
Yeah, I know.
True color in that.
What's color? What do you want? What's it supposed to be? Silver, probably.
Back in 2008.
2008, mate. To something like this. So got to get a little bit out there, but as you can see, this just gives a new place for the brake dust to go, thus having your brakes wear correctly. But anyway, let's keep going.
What about that? You can just leave the caliper hanging?
You can, but I tend not to because I don't want to damage the line. So we don't take any risks here, mate. We got to remove this rotor, and it's got a screw holding it in. Get an impact screwdriver, it makes it way easier. Considering how tight those wheel nuts were, or wheel studs, and I imagine this will be on pretty rough, but we don't care about this rotor, so chill. Look at the lip on this rotor.
That's fucked.
This is what I'm talking about, man. There's no way you could reuse this. Even if you machined it, it's too damaged, too unsafe. Do not risk it. This is going in the bin. So the other side will have the little brake pad wear indicator I'm going to change. So just keep that in mind when you do this job. But a quick tip, make sure to clean the face of this hub because then the rotor will sit flush. If it doesn't sit flush, you can have run out. An exaggerated idea would be the rotor gets a bit of wobbling. When it gets a bit of wobbling, what happens? Well, you start to get shaking and vibration through the steering wheel, and it's just a nightmare. So just take a second to give this a clean, like so. Give it a good wipe down. Wipe some of this down. So a lot of people don't do this. I tend to do this more on this Euro stuff. A bit of anti-seize on the face of the hub. This just prevents any sticking, and it has a little bit of anti-corrosion property to it. So the next guy who wants to take it off, you can actually take it off without smashing the shit out of it with a hammer, because we don't want to damage the wheel bearing doing that. So other than that, now we're going to chuck it all back together, yeah? So we got this rotor ready to go. It's the right size again, double check everything. But this is a geomat finish. What that just means is it's just painted. Some rotors don't come painted. So when you do bed these in, which I'm going to have to show you, guy behind the camera, when we go for a drive, you're going to hear a horrible sound. You're going to say, he's my brakes up, but I haven't. It's just they make a bad sound until you burn the paint off. This isn't totally necessary. I do it just anyway. Spray a bit of brake clean on the face of everything. Get a clean rag just to wipe it down, just in case there's any contaminants. Try not to touch the actual face of the rotor. And then you can line it back up. The screw back in. Don't freak out. There's no Loctite or anything going on it, and just essentially everything gets thrown back together. Okay. Yeah, that? He's going to post it up on YouTube for me. What a good guy. So you'll notice one of these brake pads don't have the sensor, and that's because on 99% of cars, there's only one sensor up the front and one up the back for the brakes. And it is usually on the passenger side.
But why? What's the difference?
Because they assume the brake should wear quite closely. Because sometimes their wear sensor is external, where this one's internal. So what we're going to do is just push this brake pad into the actual caliper. That is what it calls for. From there, I'm going to chuck this brake pad in. Now I'm just going to chuck a little bit of grease here and a little bit of grease there, because the ears of the actual brake caliper push into it, so we want to make sure everything's moving nice. So from there, now look how smooth everything moves. That's what you want. You don't want it stuck with build up and all this kind of crap. Everything's got to move smoothly. Now we got these pins, we've got to clean these. I'm going to chuck a bit of grease on it. Chuck these dust caps back on. It helps keep out dust and water and all this other kind of crap. From there, don't forget this pin. This is important. I go to jobs all the time. This isn't on it. It completely messes up the way the brakes work. Do not forget to put this back on. Here. Brute force sometimes is the answer. All right, so this side's done. We'll jump over, do that side, and see how everything else goes. But that's about how it works, Mr. Customer, and we're going to go for a spin, and you're going to tell me if it feels any different. Alright, so going for a spin. So we're going to get out of here, but like I said, don't freak if you hear the brakes make a weird sound, because it's that geomat finish. Let's see if we can get them to do it. Yeah, that sounds horrible. Yeah, it'll
Now I think it's my bad.
Yeah, it's just I have to burn this paint off. And once I do that, we're good to go. So we'll speed up a bit. So doing about 60, hit the brakes, 3, 2, 1. Making a bit of noise, don't freak out. Starting to quiet down now, getting a good pedal feel. Try not to stop when doing the test drive. Again, we're really running behind schedule today, but emergency's emergency, I suppose. Gonna stink real bad. Yeah, it stinks, man. All right, sound's gone, everything's feeling smooth, pedal feels good. All right, I think what we'll do now is just do a little bit of a slow crawl, make sure there's no weird sounds. Again, the back was fine. No weird sounds. The sensor light isn't coming on. The sensor on the passenger side was a little bit not being touched. I think that's why it didn't come on, so we kind of got a little bit unlucky in that sense, but at the end of the day, it's all good now. Like, these brakes really pull up good, you know what I mean? He's got some good tires on it, so that definitely helps, but I think we're pretty good there, so we may head back, give the customer a bit of a run on the way back, see if he notices any difference. But at the end of the day, as you saw, regardless of if he notices, there was quite a difference.
Now I have brakes, bro.
Yeah. Now he has brakes. Yeah, definitely stops now, so nice and safe for you and everyone else on the road. We're back at the Bunnings car park. I'm going to end the video here. What do you reckon, Mr. Stranger? Hit me up.
It's awesome. I do recommend the job. It's really nice now. So thanks again, man.
No worries, but you already knew that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe, check out the other stuff. If you want to get in contact with me, hit up this Facebook page here. If you want to buy anything in the store, jump down below. Other than that, again, thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe, check out the other stuff. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.